Hello everybody, coming at you with all my might. Ace, how you guys doing today? Today we're going to be changing the oil in my BMW F800GS. I just washed it today. Man, it looks beautiful. Absolutely stunning. And then on my way up here, we got big bug splatters. Made me so mad. But yeah, so we got it all cleaned up. We're ready to change the oil, so I have to drop the pan. It takes 3.1 quarts. Yeah, that 0.1 gets you, especially when the oil is like $10 a quart. So your first initial change is what really gets you, because you have to buy, like there's more bug crap. Must have hit a butterfly or something. Because you have to get the extra quart, so you have to get 4 quarts to get that 0.1. I never changed the oil without replacing the filter. So every 6,000 miles I change the oil. It's 15W50, so it's kind of hard to find sometimes unless you order offline. But I use Mobil 1 super advanced synthetic 15W50. So let's go get her in there and I'll show you how I get the skid plate off. And your model may vary. To get my skid plate off, I have to remove these 2 bolts. So these are a 4mm, and I already loosened them, so just for the sake of the video. So you just remove those out, and this part on the Touratech skid plate just slides forward. Okay, so this just slid forward and clicked, and then you have access to this. This one's a lot tighter than the other one, so you can see how that is back in there. Nope, just popped right out. So there we go. Now there's more bolts. You got this one, and then there's that one down there. So we got a couple more bolts to remove, and then we can get that off. But I wanted to say, once you remove these bolts, when you're reinstalling them, be sure that you kind of He-Man them down or use some mild Loctite, because I've already had one get loose and it was so hard to get the skid plate out. The bolt didn't get lost, it fell in one side of one of these, but I had to try, then I couldn't get this off. So make sure your bolts are tight so they don't vibrate loose like mine did, because then it's almost impossible to get this off. Because if you see these scratches on my head pipe, that is from the skid plate coming up and hitting there, because they were not tight. So that's one thing you're going to make sure that you get everything so tight. There we have it. The skid plate is off. While you're in here, you might as well check your other bolts. Make sure they're nice and tight. So there's one right there, and these are the ones that hold the skid plate mount bracket. So I'm going to do that real quick, and then we're going to start with the oil change. I got to get my filter. Well, that's the filter. I have to get my pan and everything, drain pan. So there's your oil plug, oil drain plug. So what that takes is it's a 10mm Allen key. So that goes right in there. It's not a Torx like most of your BMW fittings. So stick your 10 Allen key in there, and it's a little bit difficult to get it out because it'll be pretty tight. So I'm going to need both hands, and I don't have my tripod. Okay, so I broke that free. I just used a pair of vice grips on my 10mm. It would probably be better if you had a socket, but like I said, I just one little turn and she's free now. Now we're going to turn this out and drain the oil. Now it might shoot out, so you want to make sure you're not going to get burnt, because I do it while the oil is hot. There's your crush washer. You want to make sure that's going to come out with it. You don't want to lose that. Like I said, it wants to puke all over the floor. Ah, crap. And there you go. I told you it wanted to puke out, and it did. So you gotta watch out. Now let that drain for a little bit and get that all drained out of there, and then we'll pull the front filter off. Check your drain plug. Now there's going to be a little bit of metallic stuff on there because your clutch is metal, but if there's any huge metal chunks, then you're going to have some problem. But a lot of this is probably going to be just clutch wear, so you're going to want to clean that off. Okay, that was done draining, so I put the plug back in, and you're going to make sure you want to clean all the area around real good. That way if it does leak, you can see it leak. So clean that up real good, and now we're going to get this. I'll see what size that is and let you know first. Okay, so mine's a 17mm nut, so I'm going to put this on here and turn this off. See it? There it goes. Now this is where it's probably going to get messy, so. Alright, now that that's loose, and see, that's just where it said. If I would have put aluminum foil there or something, but I'll just clean it out real good, so. So we're going to pull that off. Now watch your header, because it's hot if you just ran it. And look at all that oil, the fountain of oil that's splashing all over me. Beautiful. Simply beautiful. And this is hot. Ah, dang it. And that's what I didn't want to do. I got oil all over my leg. Alright, there you have it. Inspect that, make sure there's no, the gasket didn't stick on there. And then you install your new oil filter. Sitting over there. So we're going to look at that. We're going to wipe all that down. And then install the other one. We're going to screw this on. Make sure you put some oil around that lip so it seats. So we're just going to turn that on there. Just like so. And it says you basically just snug it up. So snug it up. There's instructions on your oil filter too, by the way. Okay, it's snug, and then we're just going to take a wrench a little bit and just a little friendly. And there we go. Alright, so we got that all good and clean. So now we'll be able to tell when there's oil leaking. So now we got to fill it up with oil. So right here is the fill holder, the filler. So you got to take that off. And we got to put 3.1 quarts into this bad boy. So we got our funnel here. And it takes 3.1 quarts. So 0.1 of a quart is about 3.2 ounces. So we're going to put 3 ounces of oil into that. And then we'll put our 3 quarts in. So we're going to find the one I have opened already and put 3 ounces in there. That's right here. So there we go. I measured out 3 ounces. So we're going to pour that in. So there we have it. Now I filled this up. All my oil's in there. I'm going to take that out. Replace my dipstick. Oh, and before you replace that, make sure that's all clean. I already wiped it off with a rag before. So, and then just hand tighten, you know. There we go. The bike is ready to go. Well, I have to put my skid plate and stuff back on, but then that's it. That's all you have to do for an oil change. Thank you for watching. Hope this video has been beneficial to you. Don't forget to subscribe and have a nice day. God bless.